Greetings to the 12 tribes of the children of Israel scattered abroad, in the name of Jehovah our Creator and Jesus Christ of Nazareth our King. Happy Sabbath. And today we're looking at the scriptures being fulfilled live in Jamaica. And it's all those people in the parliament and in high places, the Toponarists, that the Most High is cleaning out, according to Psalm 109, because of their wickedness. Okay, so this is how to verify birth. Passport means something, but it doesn't mean everything. So additional information will be in the description box. Okay, so to verify birth, certificate of live birth, the paper that is given at the hospital or by the midwife and the attendants or witnesses. This is different from the birth certificate. Not everyone was born at a hospital. So you know the people when you give birth and they give you that little sheet of paper and they tell you take it to the birth records or the Department of Vital Records and the records at RGD or the Department of Vital Statistics or whatever it is they call in your country. Those are the records you want to go by. Remember, everybody have spies, and spies have multiple passports, multiple birth certificates, multiple everything. Remember, JEFFERYEPSTIN, and Fim sidekick, how many passports and so on they had. A big business. That's why you know, just look at the passport. So I'm not going to read this because you know how it is with these people. They monitor this channel too much. So you're going to pause the video, check the description box, and this is how you verify all those people. For those of you who are going to clean out the parliament, the government, the businesses. Also, those of you in Jamaica and the Caribbean and anywhere else who have lost your property due to nefarious means, when you have family members who committed suicide, they were put in usury, mortgages, then all of a sudden all on the beachfront, on the downtown, on the hill, on the tribal properties are gone to these pale looking people. Start asking and gathering up those documents, okay? We don't know how Jehovah worked, but we know how him work. You're going to need them. Help is on the way. Don't worry, okay? So all these categories you have to ask when you're doing the research, when you're putting together the papers for the lawsuits that are going to be filed if they don't voluntarily leave. And also the people who are elected or appointed illegally, they need to pay those monies back to the people of Jamaica. There are many Jamaicans who have no homes to live in, who lost their properties through deceit. You have the mortgage fraud, the FinSac, the OLIN, the SSL. You have in the United States the too big to fail. Well, they practiced it in Jamaica, it seems, before they rolled it out worldwide in a lot of other places. So we see a pattern of this happening in the Caribbean amongst the people with a lot of tribal lands, good properties, and so on. So that's where it comes in, that all these people are going to need to get their properties back because they were already appointed illegally in the country. So all their activities in terms of the laws that were passed that harmed the people of Jamaica, that ended up in their murder, their death, their theft, their degeneracy, all of that stuff. We're going to have to take into account from where it started, when it started, and then there's going to have to be some type of reparations, recompense for making them whole. So that's why I say, if you know anybody, which I know quite a few people, who have been victims of these crimes that were committed in Jamaica. You know how South Africa had the Truth and Reconciliation Committee? A lot of Jamaicans who could have been in the parliament, benefiting the country and their families, were pushed out by all of these people who were not supposed to be there illegally. Look how much I know that have been big shot by now. Yeah, we know that had a good curriculum we teach Marcus Garvey and the scriptures and the Bible and a holy and righteous society. One could have leave on the windows and door opens like when we were little. We don't have that society anymore. And this is what happens when the fox is guarding the hen house and when the wolves, dressed up in sheep clothing, are devouring the land. So these are some of the records that you will need to look at, okay? Wills, trusts, estates. Yeah, go through it, pause the video, and write them down where you find these things. Okay? So when you see the Bible says it's going to be woe to the rich, James chapter 5, the rich is woeing right now. And there's not going to be anywhere for them to hide because they have done so much in the earth that is not holy, righteous, or good that nobody's going to shelter them. And a lot of Jamaicans will kill for these people for some rice and peas and 2 Guinness or 2 Heineken. And these people would never die for any of them little Jamaicans. They won't do it. They have them second passports, them offshore trusts, them offshore bank account, them wills, them estates, and them generational wealth. And it not include no poor people in that. Yeah. And when we tell the poor people them, you know what them do? Them join with the oppressors. So some of them deserve what they get. Hold on. So this is the scripture that is upon Jamaica right now, and it's going to be upon a lot of Caribbean countries, a lot of African countries, a lot of people in mixed race marriages, a lot of people who are from foreign countries, excuse me, who don't look like the people who they're ruling. A lot of them who rob people worldwide and then set up themselves in the people's nations and think they're going to be living nice and comfy. No, it's not going to happen. So you're going to see a lot of lawsuits in Jamaica, the Caribbean. And like I said, wait till all of them fake diplomatic passports start kicking with them sell because them greedy. And you see, oil and water don't mix. Hinduism and atheism and all those things don't mix with the teachings of the scriptures. It doesn't mix in Christendom because they're going to try to bring in their way. Noticing the police force in Jamaica, you see, they said there's no distinction between female and male. And we never grew up like that. Male were different from female. Women couldn't wear pants or jackets or men garments. Now you see the LGBT plus in the Jamaica. You see Buddha statue, you see horoscopes in the newspaper, you see henna paintings on their skin, tattoo, everything like that. Where the Most High tell them, children of Israel, not to do, not to join with the other nations. It happened. It happened in Haiti. It happened in Black America. It's happening in the Pacific. They went to idols, idolatry, degeneracy, and a lot of them are, woe is me now, because their states have failed. But those of us who stayed under tribal governments, follow the scriptures, follow the laws, the statutes, the commandments, the Sabbaths, the ordinances, the holy days, the faith of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. We're quite fine. Even if we're poor or rich, we're fine. We're doing very well. We warned them a long time ago. They also helped Google and YouTube and Facebook and all of that to censor our channel. Maybe they should have listened. They could have cleaned up their own acts before the Most High kick them out. So, Psalm 2. Yeah, Psalm 2 at work right now. Psalm 109. James 5, verse 1 to 5. Revelation 2, verse 9. Revelation 3, verse 9. Psalm 83. Obadiah's prophecy. Jeremiah 9. Ezekiel 38. Ezekiel 33, to warn the children of Israel when they see harm coming. Ezekiel 18, the usurers and the banksters. Yeah. The illicit marriages, the divorces, the... what them call them sitting there where them go? And they all gyrating each other. What them do? The hedonism. Well, you know the things then where the politicians and the big shot them do in a Hollywood. You know, like P. Diddy and the Rasta them, the rent-a-dread industry and the dancehall queens and all of them something there were never used to there Jamaica. Were prevalent now. Yeah, these were the people who did it. All of the money with them rob up and say this are for charity and that are for charity and no charitable work now do. And the people them still living at them zinc house, Jonestown and I don't know what they call some of them place. The Faith's Pen. How long now you living at them area there? Why you not come out of poverty? You not have strength for maroon? Well, maroons don't live like that. Them have generational wealth. At least the ones that I know of. Because we follow the scriptures to the T. When we grow up, you know what we get licked for? If you know the Psalms. If we don't know the Psalms are that we get beaten for. Not for go represent no politician. So we know our Psalms, we know our Bible. We know what is righteous, we know what is holy and what is good. If we depart from it, we can't say we weren't taught. That's Maroon country. That's Israelite country. That's children of Israel country. Children of Jacob country. Because the Most High said we must write these things on our heart. That's why we can tell you where in the scriptures you're being judged from. And y'all thought y'all weren't gonna get away with it. When you think you could hide it, you know, on a secret trips and this and that and the other. But when Jehovah says we can't manage, he steps in and expose all of you. So una better come clean now. Una better make it right with the children of Israel before Jesus show up. Because him a go say, what did you do to my children? Where's the sheep? Where were their shepherds? Why did the shepherds sell out the beachfront property to the enemies of the children of Israel listed in Psalm 83? And when I say Israel's children, I mean the black people. Because the children of Israel are black. The ones in the Holy Land now who call themselves Israelis are the children of Esau and Japheth. See Genesis 10 verse 1 to 5. See Kenaz and the Nazis. Those are Europeans. They are not our brothers. They are a different tribe. Even though they call themselves after our tribes, you have to know the Most High say by their deeds you shall know them. So Christ prophesied against them in Revelation 2 verse 9, Revelation 3 verse 9, and in Obadiah. Obadiah say them very crafty, very stealthy, and because they know the children of Israel defeat them so many times in battle, they're using stealth to steal the land, corrupt the nations. They know once they corrupt the children of Israel, the Most High not have nothing to do with them. So that's why you see the degeneracy comes in. Children of Israel, Jacob's children, Christendom, if you don't want to defeat the devil real fast, just become holy and righteous and good overnight. I want to see how they start flee. Thank the Most High, we have some Jamaicans who are still praying and fasting and warning and prophesying. And look, woe to the rich right now because they're the ones squirming. Why do you think a lot of them been building bunkers? They ain't gonna have anywhere to flee to. Them do too much wickedness in the earth already. Them offshore bank account not gonna help them, because the currencies are collapsing, things are high. Nobody want people who don't know around them anymore. That's another prophecy of Jeremiah. He says, for fear of the oppressing sword, everybody's gonna return to their nativity and to their own lands. So since them never did I read them Bible, we have to dust it off for them, because if they were reading it, they would have been preparing for the pandemic, the crashes, the highs, the lows, the famines, the wars and everything. But they were not reading their Bible. They were enjoying their flesh. So it says, for the children begotten of unlawful beds are witnesses of the wickedness against their parents in their trial. You want to know what those unlawful beds are? Read Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Read the book of Nehemiah. Read the book of Ezra. Read Solomon, all of his children, with all them women that he had that the Most High told him not to make marriages with. Is things like that. Okay? So the multiple baby mother, baby father, all of them something there has to stop. Shalom.